a triangle shape. And also what we've done is we've actually mixed different materials, different elements to just really create something really unique and interesting. If you actually put all of the same items on a table, like for example, all of the same wood candle holders, it's just not going to be as interesting, is it? So, so that's what we've done. We've actually mixed different elements. And one other thing I wanted to point out is usually in design, if you work in numbers that are odd, so if you place like a grouping of 3 on a table or a grouping of 7 items or 11. It's always better and more pleasing to your eye if you work in odd numbers. So that's kind of what we've done with this table, if you'll notice that. So.
Absolutely. And to soften the look, one of the things that I love about this table, you know, the greenery that is available nowadays is just amazing, the variety that you can get. And if you notice, we actually chose a fabric garland, and it has just a very slight shimmer. But it pulls beautifully just the shimmer in the wine glasses and also just the crackled porcelain turkeys that we've used. So we've just brought a hint of Thanksgiving onto the table without being overbearing or too much, but very subtle in the color and the muted colors, but we still have that fall ambience that really pulls it together beautifully. And then of course we've transitioned it over onto our sideboard. And one of the things that I love about this, if you notice as we've talked about the furniture and mixing up the chairs, we haven't used a matching sideboard with this set. So we've used something completely different, but it really works. And again, it just helps make the look your own. So when you're picking your furniture or you're trying to decide what you want to place, don't think that everything has to match, because it really doesn't. So pick what you like, and you know, you can really pull it together and make it work. So we use the same fabric leaves on the sideboard. We've got the same beautiful twig and rope pumpkin that we've used on the table, also on the sideboard. And you can see how we've channeled the height, but instead of having the height in the center of the table and working down, we've balanced the sideboard with our height on the end and actually bringing it down into the middle. So it just gives, you know, a different look, so it's not so cookie cutter in design, but still transitions and looks beautiful together.
It really does. And we really love the big oversized clock that's on the wall, because first of all, it's really open and airy, and it shows the white wall behind, which is the popular shiplap wall, which is really popular right now. And so we love that clock, how it just kind of balances and anchors that whole entire table below and all the accessories upon it. And like Lindsay said, the 2 lamps on each side really anchor the whole entire group. And then on the outside of the lamps, there's actually the sconces. And we love these sconces because they just really add so much, and they really add that element with the battery operated candle. The battery operated candles are so popular right now. Instead of using the real flame on your candle, it really is a safe way. And these battery operated candles are great because they actually have a flicker that actually looks like a regular candle. So it's really great.
It does. So. And one last little feature just to point out, which I love. So I mean, what table wouldn't be complete without your dinner menu? So we've just put a very simple menu on a little cork board. And the great thing with this, so Monday we'll be doing our class recap on our blog. You can go to our blog and we'll have downloads that are all interchangeable and that you can just print off and do your own menus, as well as some of the other exciting things that we're going to go over tonight. So you'll be able to duplicate these looks really easy at home. So this is just beautifully transitioned, and so we're going to move on to our classic elegant look, which I think is mine and Wendy's favorite.
It is. We love the elegance and kind of the little bit of glam that it brings.
It does. So if we look at the furniture again, so we have used on this furniture a dark wood table, and I love the dark wood. It's very classic, but it really brings an elegance to your furniture. Again, we've got the upholstered chairs. And then what we did, we actually added, and I love this dining bench. So this bench does not come with this set. So this is something that you can, just have separately, or you may have a bench. But it's just very big in the design world right now to have benches added to your table. So this is just a high-backed upholstered bench. I absolutely love it, but you can really see how it just again brings a beautiful class of elegance to the table without being overpowering, but you could fit 4 kids or 3 adults or just have a nice, you know, comfortable place to sit. So it really gives you a completely different look and something soft and elegant that really, again, pulls this look together beautifully.
It really does. It really adds that softness and also that high style design that's really popular. If you'll direct your eye to the centerpiece, we've really done something really unique and unusual. We've actually added real leaves, actually from my tree in my backyard.
Wendy was generous and cut them down for us.
So what we did is we actually added these real leaves with mixtures of a dried twig that we just found at a craft store, and we actually added some other leaves for dimension. And instead of using the typical table runner that everybody sees all the time, which we did forget to mention over here, we used table runners on this table, but we used 2 in the opposite direction that you would normally see that, right? But over here we decided instead of using the typical table runner, we decided to make or create a table runner that is really made of natural elements. So it just gives a lot of depth and texture and just uniqueness to the table. And so also besides that, we put a continuation of lots of various candles. And some of the candle holders actually have real candles on them, and then there's a few that have the battery operated candles. And so if you'll notice too, using odd numbers is really popular in design, and it really is pleasing to your eye. So we have done that in this situation as well. So we've used odd numbers. So it really is just a really pleasing decorative element. And then just to kind of add a little bit of whimsy and a little bit of just something different, we added a pumpkin instead of a candle holder to the top one, just to kind of make you smile. It's always fun in design, just to not be so serious and just do something, you know, really unique that just kind of puts a smile on people's faces.
Absolutely. And as Wendy said, we've used a lot of natural elements as well as, you know, some other, you know, greenery, but we've actually used real pumpkins. So I love these. No 2 pumpkins are going to be alike. So you've got the variance in the texture and the color and the shape, and how it just really pulls everything together. So we use these great, just a beautiful light green with the white. And then you can see how we've transitioned it over to the sideboard. But one thing I want to point out as well, so for me, if you're going to go to all of this effort, you want to keep it up for maybe longer than just your Thanksgiving day. So all of these have got great line of sight, because again, that's an important thing if you want to be able to see your guests. So when you're thinking of your centerpiece, really consider the height of the items that you're using. So even though we do have height here, we still have great line of sight. So these looks are definitely something that you could keep up the whole month of November if you wanted to, and just enjoy it, throughout that whole season, and still have plenty of room around, your tables to enjoy your meals.
And you could even use these candle holders when you get into the Christmas holidays as well.
Absolutely.
And just kind of change it out a little bit.
Absolutely.
So.
And then we've transitioned the look from the table onto our back server. And I'm going to just move this bench a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see back here, but so we did use the matching sideboard for this table. So we've got the dark wood matching sideboard. Now, unlike our other classes where we completely change the room and you get to see something for a minute and then we completely change it, this whole look will be here so you guys can come after the class and explore and have a really good look at everything that we've done. So we've used the dark wood, and then pulled in natural elements, and again used the real pumpkins, which just pull it together. I just love this so much. And then, as Wendy said, we've used them on the candlesticks and matched the candlesticks as well onto the table, as well as anchoring the piece with the lamps. So we've got beautiful height, we've got depth, we've got dimension, we've got different textures, and it's just eye candy. It's just beautiful.
We love it.
We do.
We do. And also the mirrors behind are just beautiful. We just recently added this brick wall, and the white brick walls are so popular, and anything that you put on it really just creates a great contrast, and so those mirrors just really pop on that wall. They're really beautiful.
It does.
So with our family table, we like Lindsay said, we adore this table, but we just love this table too. I mean, anybody that has seen this table, they just think it's so cute. It just really caters to the family. And what we've done is we wanted to really keep this table a lot more simple, but also whimsical. And so we added a centerpiece that is very unique, but very simple. It's just a really long wood tray. And in that wood tray, we've added various pumpkins, different colors, different sizes, and also some artificial greenery to just kind of add more depth and dimension. And then we've also added candles that are battery-operated candles in the center. And the reason we did this is because, of course, when children are going to be sitting at the table, you want to make sure that they're safe.
Or they're not blowing out the candles and ruining your display, right?
Exactly.
So, and as Wendy said, so we've done a very just simple centerpiece. And what we chose for the tablecloth, and I love this, I mean, this could be used if you're just doing your own family dinner, and where you've got younger children, maybe you're doing a grandkid table or a kids table at your family gathering. This is just such a fun idea and so easy to do. So we actually used butcher paper. So this we actually got at Michael's. It's just craft paper, and we just taped it to together to get the width of our table. And we wanted to do something just fun and unique, so we actually drew the place settings right onto the paper. So we kind of customized it with everybody's name, so your family would know where to sit. You can also do super cute things, like you could do a rectangle place setting. You could put I am grateful for, I'm thankful for, drawing some lines and let the kids write what they're thankful for. So there's lots of variations of this look that you can do, but so easy and so whimsical and fun. And for our place setting, we added these gorgeous jars. So we just did a wide mouth mason jar, so easy. We used just the jute rope and just wrapped it around with a really simple knot, and then added a little bit of the burlap ribbon, just a wide burlap ribbon, and then these super fun, very whimsical polka dot napkins, and then put the silverware right into the jar. So the kids could drink out of the jars. You could get straws and add that, to your treat. You could add little treats in there. So again, you can do whatever you need to do, or color pencils or crayons if you want them to draw. And we all know anyone who's had kids or grandkids over, someone is going to spill every time. So this is a great way, easy cleanup, but fun, and still gives you a beautiful decorative table without, easy cleanup and without the mess. And then of course we added our darling little whimsical, how cute. So we've got our little squirrels and our foxes and owls.
All right, so as you can see, this table is just so adorable. Lindsay and I talked about how much we love this table, but we can't stop talking about this table because it's so amazing. And what we've done is with the back of the chair, you'll probably notice.
I'm gonna pull this out so we can show you, because this is just darling.
So we've done something really cute and whimsical. And so what we've done is we've taken that kind of burlap ribbon, and you can find this ribbon at any type of craft store, and just tied it around the chair, tied it in a bow, and then we just took some simple wired leaves that we also found at a craft store and just kind of tiered them down. So they're not all one level, but they're all just kind of 3 different levels, so they add just kind of dimension and a little bit of length. So we just thought that this was really cute, and for those moms who are the Pinterest moms and the Pottery Barn moms, we knew that you would love this. So
we love this. We want to sit at this table now.
It's really cute. Not just the kids, it could be for adults too.
Right, but you could use this for birthday parties. You could, again, transition it for your Christmas tabletop. I mean, just anything at all. It's just so fun.
It is.
And then of course we've transitioned everything over to the sideboard, and then added a fun little dinner menu as well, just to complete the look. And so it could be special foods or your Thanksgiving dinner, but it's just simple little touches that really make a big impact to the design that you're doing. And it's those finishing touches that really pull it together so well.
It really is. So what we're going to do now is something really fun. We're actually going to talk about the actual place settings and how to actually make them.
We are. So if we can get our table back over here. So as you noticed, as we talked about each design, we didn't talk about the place settings, even though they're on the table. So we didn't forget about those. We're going to save those for last. So we're going to just bring our little We hope you've enjoyed part 1 of our holiday decorating class. And Thursday, the 16th of November, we're going to be having our part 2, where we're going to be tackling everything Christmas. So come along and join us on the 16th of November, which is also a Thursday at 6 o'clock here in our St. George location, where we'll be showing you everything you need to know on the ins and outs of holiday decorating for Christmas. So bring your friends, come along, it's going to be great fun, and we hope to see you there.
I think I want to go in order. So.
All right, I guess we are back. Thanks for staying with us.
Welcome back.
So with the farmhouse look that we did, so we're going to actually grab one of these and bring it over because they're so adorable. We want to show you these. So as Wendy pointed out, we used the table runner, and we actually used it in a different direction than you would normally have your table long, the length of your table. We actually wrapped them over and then just have a very simple burlap place mat that we've popped in place there. So we have used a charger. We've got our dinner plate, our side plate, and then for a napkin, I love the flour sacks. They're so soft and just fun, but the texture is a great look if you're doing that farmhouse look. It's just something a little different.
It's very creative, I think, because it's not a typical napkin, is it?
It is, and it covers a lot of distance. So if you've got kids that you need to cover all up, these work great. So, and what we've done to achieve this look, so where it's, you really have a good length on the flour sacks, we just kind of fold it over 3/4, and then you're just going to lay it on your dinner plate. And then, of course, we're going to put our side plate on top. So we've used these darling little bird's nests, and then these super cute little bird houses.
They're so cute.
They are so.
And actually, if you'll notice, at the top of the birdhouse, we actually have a little holder where you can actually hold a name tag. So Lindsay's going to show you that name tag.
So what we've done, again, this is going to be on our blog for you guys. So you can download this sheet. It's interchangeable, so you can type in the names or you can just print it off and write the names. So here's some we cut earlier. So we'll take one, and so all you have to do for this, and we're just gonna write our name.
So we're actually on the name tag, or the name card, it actually says I am grateful for. And so we're actually writing our own names. I guess we're grateful for each other.
We are. It's so we know where to sit at the table.
Exactly.
But you can see how just adding the simple little placemat, but again, you could put you're grateful for family, or you're grateful for your home, or you could have each person around the table write what they're grateful for Thanksgiving. So you can really make it your own, but it's just a fun little idea and somewhere to put that. And then just popping it back on the table. But you can see how it just finishes your table just beautiful. So that will be on our blog, and they come in sheets of 8.
And also, don't be afraid to be really creative with your name plate tags, because you can actually really do about anything. We actually created a name tag that actually has all the colors of the table, like the fall colors. So we thought that was really fun to bring in the leaves and the different fall colors.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can be creative and make your own.
Exactly.
And then so for our classic formal, it's a very elegant table, and we wanted to just do something that was just easy and simple, keep the lines clean and elegant without being too overpowering, because we really have a lot going on. So we don't want a real busy place setting. So
Exactly.
We've got our dinner plates, and then we just added the darling little glittery blown glass pumpkins, which who doesn't love these? All of the women are nodding, and all of the guys are like, mm. So what we've used on this is just a simple white paper napkin, and we've got our silverware. So on our blog, you can print out, so if you want to start cutting those.
Sure.
So we just did, and again, this is interchangeable. So it'll say thankful for, so we've done friends, family, you, but you can do names so that you're doing it as a place setting where people know where to sit, or you can do it, you know, again, for things that you're thankful for. So this is just really fun because you can just go and print it out. You can print it on any color cardstock, anything that you want to do. And these are so easy to put together. So, and again, they'll all be on our blog for you to go and just download and be creative. So,
you know, I love these because they really add just that simple elegance to your table. Like Quincy and I talked about, we love that simple elegance, and that this is what this actually achieves. So I'm almost done cutting this out. There you go, Lindsay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So we chose just a natural colored cardstock because we didn't want to compete with the color scheme that we had. So we just wanted it just to be clean and simple. So all we do for this look is we just have our napkin. You just want to lay it on a hard surface, and you just want to center your cardstock with your little emblem in the middle. Pop it face down, and then you're just going to fold your edges over. So I'll move this so you guys can see. So you're just literally folding that over like that, and then you just want to keep that in place with a little piece of tape. So it's what it looks like, and then it makes a darling little sleeve for your silverware. Simple, elegant, boom.
Yeah, isn't that really nice?
And it just adds just a very simple, elegant touch that you can personalize for whoever's coming over for dinner or for your family. So easy, and just makes it complete.
It really does. It's so creative.
It is. And then our favorite table. So
one of our favorite tables.
our favorite family table.
Exactly.
So to achieve this look, so you've got your craft paper. So the easiest thing to do, so on our website, we have sized silverware for you. So you've got, so this is what you'll be able to download and print out. So all we did was cut it out.
And usually if you actually copy this on cardstock, then it's just a lot easier to actually trace. Because when Lindsay and I were actually creating this look, we just thought, you know, this is going to be so much better if we can trace it. So we found these templates actually online, and so we will have these on our website on Monday on our blog. And so if you cut these out, then you have a great template to trace.
So what you'd want to do is get your whole table covered, and then the easiest way to do it, and we don't have time to show you, so you want to trace it out first on pencil, because then you can erase it if you've made any mistakes, because you don't want to have to redo the whole thing. So we just used a charger, so just like the gold ones we have on this table, because that gives you a really good size plate for the circle. And then we just traced the silverware either side, and then just pick someone in your family that has really good penmanship that can do all your little squirrels and your name. So again, you can make it your own, and put it together, and then add your detail as you want to. And one thing, when you're doing this, you will want to put a piece of cardboard or something underneath where you're using a Sharpie, so it doesn't bleed through and obviously get onto your table. So something to keep in mind there. But you can see, I'll just show you just very, very quickly, on one of the pieces. So when you've got your paper done, you're just literally going to trace your pencil line.
What we did, we actually just found butcher paper at the craft store, and we actually doubled up the butcher paper. And so on a dining room table, a typical width, there's actually 2 widths of butcher paper, and we just taped it in the center. So it's just really simple. If you have a bigger table, you can add more widths. So that's what we did.
So you just literally, that's me, do your name. You guys didn't know that, right? So, and just trace around, then of course you can do that for your whole table. So these are just fun, easy, simple ideas that we hope we've given you a little bit of inspiration tonight, that you can go home inspired to create some beautiful tabletops for the Thanksgiving holiday season.
Exactly. We hope you enjoyed the night. Does anybody have any questions?
What's the name of your blog?
So it's just boulevardhomefurnishings.com, and then toward the kind of like middle, it'll just say, it just says Boulevard blog. And you know, of course, if you're not following us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook. We have all the links to everything in there, and you know, let you know when our classes are and all of the information. And we'll be doing our part 2 class is going to be November, and now I can't remember.
November 3rd? 30th. Okay.
No, it's not the 30th.
Sorry, we're doing these
The 16th.
these hand signals.
we just finished today. So Thursday, is the 16th of Thursday? It is. So the 16th of November at 6 o'clock, we'll be doing part 2, where we're going to be going over some fantastic Christmas ideas. So make sure you mark your calendars for that. So as you guys all know, for those of you who joined us at our design class tonight, you got to enter for a cruise for 2 that we are giving away. So we're going to have Steve come out here.
Are you guys excited? Does somebody
We're
have a drum roll?
excited, but we don't get to win.
Oh, have you not entered? Oh, go ahead and come and enter. So, has everybody entered their names? Except those who can't, who are employees and family members.
Yeah, so you've got to be present to win.
So if anybody's left, you've got one right here. We'll drug it.
So, did you enter? Okay.
Okay. Does anybody have a drum roll?
We're
There you go. Oh, there
excited.
you
But
Okay, stir it up.
all right, are you guys ready?
All right. Yay.
Ah, okay. We've got
I don't have my glasses on,
Oh.
so I can't see. Sorry.
Corel Potter.
Oh, congratulations! Oh, congratulations! That's so exciting.
Congratulations! That is you, right?
That's me.
Okay.
I put a smiley face on there because I just
For
was
good
like,
luck.
I'm gonna win it.
And you did. So, congratulations.
Yes, good job. Yay.
So, as always, we hope that you enjoy our classes. We love doing them. They're
We
so
do.
much fun for us, and we hope they're as much fun for you. So, we love seeing familiar faces and our regulars that come out and join us each month. So, keep your calendars marked. The 16th of November, we'll be doing our Christmas decorating, so it'll be part 2. And as we know, things don't always go as planned.
But don't worry.
There's a Boulevard solution.
Thank
Thanks for
you,
joining us.
everybody.